Good evening and welcome. My name is Dean Manheimer. It is my privilege and my pleasure to share with you what I call the Dubli story. You've been invited here by someone who wanted you to get an overview about Dubli and the offering to the public. A couple of things I'd like to mention before we begin that presentation, and that is my expectations are that you have had what I call a tour of Dubli.com. In other words, the opportunity to see the details about what the offering is to the public that is being offered by Dubli. Tonight, I will give you an overview on it, kind of a general outline of what that offering is, but it really is important that you've had an opportunity to know the specifics. The offering to the public is what I call the underpinning to our business. It's the critical element, especially as you will hear about our business and what the customer part of our business represents in terms of residual income. The other thing that I ask you to do is have something to write down some notes with. Whoever invited you on the presentation, please get back to them and make sure that they get all the information that you need to answer any questions that you may have. Also, if for some reason you've not been given a tour, then please ask them so that you do know what the specifics are about the offering to the public. Now, what I want to talk about tonight, I'm going to give you a little bit of history about Dubli, how long they've been in business, what they've done to get to where they're at today, the type of people who are managing and guiding the business, and those who are running it on a day-to-day basis. Then I will give you that general overview on the offering to the public, and then we'll talk about the financial side, what's in it for us that have chosen to engage with Dubli. But one of the things that's important when you're looking at a business is to know that you're involved in an industry that's got extreme growth. You want to make sure that you have an opportunity to take advantage of momentum that is developing within an industry. And we're in the industry of e-commerce. Now, we've already been reading the reports on the newspapers and periodicals. We've heard about it on the radio. We've seen it on television about how sales in what we call the brick and mortar stores have been decreasing. We've also heard about how stores are closing numbers of stores around the country. But their sales in e-commerce are growing. Their online sales are growing dramatically. Now, this is a source from eMarketer, and it shows the growth that's gone from 2012 through 2016, and it's the forecast for 2017. And as you can see, it's doubled from over $1 trillion in 2012 to over $2 trillion in 2016. And that's just scratching the surface. That's the very beginning. From this point forward, it's going to explode beyond anything anybody has ever thought was even possible, especially with the technology that's available today. And so when you take that in consideration, and when we talk about what Dubli offers to the public in terms of the cashback and stores and the merchants and the products that are available and all of the advantages of being a customer with Dubli, then you'll understand what that means based on what's really impacting the public today. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about the company. Let's talk about the history. Because if you're going to engage in a business, any business, you want to know that you've got a company that's going to be around for the future. I've always had a saying that I would never, ever consider joining a company that's less than 5 years old. And that's because we know most companies will fail within their first 3 to 5 years. Well, Dubli was founded in 2003. We are now in 2017. So you're talking about a 14-year-old company. So they've gone through that period of trials and tribulations, and they have had their trials and tribulations, no question about it. They've come through that. They've grown. They've made a remarkable movement into the marketplace on a global basis. Now, they are a publicly traded company, and as such, they have what we call a transparency, which means you have the opportunity to go online and search out who the people are that are involved in it, their histories, their backgrounds, all the information that you need to get comfortable that this is a very solid, very strong company. Now, their headquarters is in Boca Raton, Florida, and they have regional offices all over the world. So it gives you comfort to know that whether you want to build a domestic business, an international business, whatever fits your particular business plan, Dubli has everything in place for you to be able to do that. And as I mentioned, as a publicly traded company, they have a board of directors. And these are the people who are responsible for guiding, setting the tempo, if you will, for the company. Now, again, I'm not going to go through each individual because you can do that going online and you can look at any of these people's backgrounds, what they've done, their success. But I will tell you, when you look at the board, you're talking about past presidents, CEOs of many different companies. Michael Hansen is also on the board. He's one of the directors, and he's the founder of Dubli. I refer to him as the brainchild behind this. This is his creation, his idea, and he's the fundamental strategist in terms of guiding this company moving forwards. The people below are the operations people, and these are the people that are responsible for running this business on a day-to-day basis. Now, what I'll tell you is this: the company spent many, many years sourcing the right people, getting them into their respective jobs to make sure they had the right people to take this company to where they wanted to go into the future. And so whether it was Microsoft, Groupon, Living Social, some of the large security firms that are out there, they've gone and tapped those people to find those that you see before you to make sure that they had the right folks in their respective jobs. So you've got a company that's shown the test of time. You've got a company that's got great leadership, people that are quite capable on a day-to-day basis, and you also have the ability to do your own due diligence. And I encourage you to do just that, to know that this is what I've just said is in fact factual. Now, let's talk a little bit about the offering to the public. As I mentioned earlier, this is the underpinning. This is the foundation of what Dubli offers. Now, here's one thing to keep in mind. Dubli's approach to the retail customer is this: rather than being a company where we try to convince the customers to buy our product because it's a new formulation, it's stronger, cheaper, taller, shorter, faster, stronger, whatever the sales pitch is, what Dubli says to the customer is this: buy from the stores you already trust. Buy the brands you already trust. You see, Dubli doesn't have to convince somebody that JCPenney's is a great brand, that Skype is a great brand, that Best Buy is a great brand, Macy's is a great brand. These companies across the board have spent literally hundreds of millions of dollars over the years branding who they are. And so Dubli just says to the customer, buy from the same stores, buy the same products you're always going to buy, do it online, do it through us. Let us see if we can help you get it at a better price, a convenient way, a buying experience that you enjoy. And oh, by the way, it doesn't matter whether you're registered with these stores, and as a registered customer, you get coupons, discounts, whatever you get all the benefits. Doesn't matter whose credit card you use. If you use a credit card where you get cash back, frequent flyer miles, you get it all. And Dubli will pay you cash back on the best deal, the best price delivered to your home. You cannot get going direct doing exactly the same thing. That's a remarkable offering when you think about it for an individual to want to engage in a business, build a business where they have the potential to earn more money than they've ever dreamed capable by bringing value and service to a customer. Dubli represents tens and tens of thousands of brands globally, over 1 billion products. They've got relationships with the stores for special coupons and special deals. The more a customer uses their own retail site, it's personalized to them. It learns their likes and their dislikes. It's going to set up in a way so that even their communications with emails and newsletters, all those types of things, is customized to them. It's in multiple languages, multiple currencies on a global platform. They've also engaged in what is called gamification. And basically, that's just a fun, exciting way to engage in a business, have it creative, customers get to enjoy it, and by engaging in it, they earn some additional benefits in a friendly, exciting manner that keeps the customers coming back and coming back and coming back. Now, Dubli also knows that we live in a world today where everybody's busy and we get in a hurry and we kind of sometimes forget to do certain things. So they have a product called the SaveMate. When a customer downloads the SaveMate, they don't ever have to come back to Dubli again. They can use any search engine they use, whether it's Bing or MSN or Google or whatever, and it will remind them to activate their cashback. So they will never forget, they never leave any money on the table. They can even go direct to a store and go to shop, and at the top of the page, it'll pop up for them to activate their cashback. So again, they don't ever have to come back to Dubli again. They can go and do what they do after they've registered as a customer with Dubli one time, and Dubli will help them to make sure that they leave no money on the table. When the apps come out for the smartphones on a global basis, it's going to be the same situation. It's simple, it's easy, it's just a couple of clicks. They do the same thing from their smartphones as they would do from a computer. And the other thing that we know is Like in life, when we experience as individuals something that's fun, exciting, beneficial, we'll tell other people about it. Whether it's a great movie you went and saw, whether it's a restaurant you enjoy, when you are doing business through Dubli, you're getting a great value, a buying experience you enjoy, you're getting cash back. You're going to do what any person would do, and that is you're going to tell a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle, a son, a daughter. You want them to have the same opportunity and the same benefits for the value that you're getting as a customer with Dubli. And so that makes it very strong, very simple, very easy for customers to do. And the versatility for it, literally globally, is unprecedented. The simplicity is this. They sign up for free, pick their stores that they're going to go shopping at anyway. They shop, they buy, it's delivered at home, and they get their cash back. Now, the memberships work this way. There's 3 memberships. 2 of them are free, and one of them is what we call our VIP lounge. The basic membership is the entry level, and it's what I just shared with you. Everything I just talked about is what a basic customer will get. The premier customer is the same basic customer that's engaged with the gamification. They've downloaded a SafeMate. They may be using an app. They may have recommended a product. They may have referred it to a friend. And these are all things that we do that earn them what we call boost points. And once they've accumulated 500 boost points, and by the way, the first 90 days, the customer is automatically a premier for free. They'll stay there very simply, very easily, and they get up to double the cash back. So again, it's incentivizing the customers to have fun, enjoy the experience, and earn more both in terms of savings and time. Now, the VIP Lounge really is the best deal for the customers, but they can sign up for free until they come to that realization. The membership fee for them is $99 a year. Now, that's no different than, let's say, an Amazon Prime or some of the stores, the brick and mortar stores that are membership stores. You pay a fee to be able to go in and shop, those types of things. The difference here is this: for $99 a year, the VIP customer gets everything a basic and premier customer gets, plus they get an additional 6% cash back on top of whatever they're getting as a basic or premier on every dollar they spend. They're going to get special member-only savings, special limited time coupons. They're going to have access to the Dubli brand and MasterCard, and a lot of additional features that only the Dubli VIP customers will get. And on the months and years to come, Dubli will be continuing to add more and more benefits to the VIP Lounge. And when the customers recognize that value, it's a very simple decision for them to make. To have access to the cash back that they get, again, we're talking about honest to goodness cash. They can put it on that branded Dubli MasterCard, take it offline, and use it anywhere that MasterCard is accepted. They can take it in Bitcoins. They can transfer it to their own bank account. They can put it on their own debit card. They can do it internationally. So Dubli has made sure that all the customers, in a very simple, easy way to have access to their cash back, is taken care of. There are customers that have been using Dubli for a while already. And, whether it's $800 a year in savings, $2,000, $1,000, you got to ask yourself the question, who wouldn't pay $99 a year to earn $800 a year? I mean, we would do that all day long as somebody would allow us to do that. And so, but it isn't just about the cash back. And this is the exciting thing about it. And, when you look at families today, a lot of them have young children. They want their children to go to college. They know the education has gotten incredibly expensive. They don't know if their children are going to be able to go to college. They don't know if they'll have any money to help them go to college. What a great way to create a family fund and take that cash back on a year-to-year basis and put it into that family fund. So when their children are ready to go to college, they know they're going to have some money to be able to help them. Or it could be a family that husband and wife are both working, and at the end of the year, as they go through the year, they just don't have enough money to take that kind of vacation that they'd like to be able to take with their kids and create those memories. Or it could be a car, whatever is important to the family. This is a way for them to create that family fund to do what's important to the family. A remarkable way to be able to do that, spending money they have to spend anyway. Again, that's the foundation. It's the base. From this point forward, that value to the customer is going to do nothing but increase every time Dubli brings out additional products and services through this membership basis so that they will impact the consumers' lives. And as a business, for those of us who've chosen to engage in the business, we again have an opportunity to make more money we've ever dreamed of by bringing great value and savings to people. And we can do it domestically, we can do it internationally, and the type of business, the size of business is strictly up to us. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the financial side. Now, just as I mentioned at the beginning, where I gave you an overview on the offering to the public, on the earnings side of it, I'm going to give you an overview as well. Once you're engaged with Dubli, we have some very extensive trainings that will take you through the pieces of it so that you get that understanding very, very soundly. But what I want you to understand, especially to those of you taking notes, is what we want to be able to show you is what Dubli's put in place that helps people in the very beginning, make some very good money so that they can, part-time or full-time, doesn't matter by the way, but make some very good money so they can, what I call buy the luxury of time, have some money to pay some bills, have some money to be able to invest in their business and grow their business. And then know that they're building a business that will have residual income for them. And that residual income is going to be the income that they know will be there every single month, whether they work or don't work, once they've built a solid business with a great foundation of customers. So what I want to do is we're going to talk a little bit about when somebody decides to engage with Dubli. They have a couple of choices. One is we all pay a $99 license fee. Now, it's a one-time fee, and there's an annual renewal, by the way, $39 a year. So it's not that big a deal. Then Dubli has some packages available for us. And the packages are designed to fit our business plans, our goals. One of them is the team member package. It's $495. Now, this includes 6 of the VIP memberships. Now, as I just mentioned, those memberships are $99 a piece. So you're talking about roughly $600 in vouchers for memberships. A new team member is going to use one of those for themselves because they want to be their own VIP customer. I mean, they obviously would want to be able to take advantage of the cashback, the offerings, and everything that any other customer would get. But in this case, because they happen to be a business associate as well, they also will get paid on their own purchases. So here's a situation where they can actually double dip. So once they've sold the 5, then they got their cost dollar back and they're moving towards building their business, and they can do it as quickly as they choose to do so. Now, the second package is what we call our Partner Program Accelerator Package, abbreviated to PPA package. Now, this package is designed with a couple of people in mind. First of all, it's $2,475, and it includes the $99 one-time fee, so that doesn't have to be paid in on top of it. It includes 30 of the VIP memberships, so that's roughly $3,000 in product. It includes the certification training that's required for those who want to market the partner programs. Now, the partner programs, I just showed you Dubli.com and the offering. Well, the partner program is designed for both profit companies and nonprofit companies to monetize their database by bringing value to it. And they earn a 30% commission on all commissionable dollars being generated by their database and referred database. And I'm going to cover that a little bit in a little bit more detail a little bit further in the presentation. But it also includes what we call our Dubli.com landing pages. Those are $399 a year for those of us who are not buying the PPA package. It's included, so there's no additional charge for that as well. When you add everything up, it's a true value of $4,463. And they're getting it for $2,475. Now, as I mentioned, the package is designed for 2 types of people in mind. Number one, it's for individuals that have already been successful in business. Whatever their line of endeavor is, they've done well, they've made good money, they've learned how to take care of customers, they've learned how to take care of employees, and they generally have a personality trait that says, I want to move quick, I want to move through your ranks in your business as fast as I can, I want to make as much money as I can, and I want to leave as little on the table as I can. That's one individual that would select this package. The other one is the individual that wants to market the partner packages, whether they have contacts within the profit world or the nonprofit world. So the decision is up to the individual on what particular starting point fits best for them and their plan. Now, on the income side, one of the streams of income is what we call on our personal customers. This is customers that we personally enroll, and any of their referrals that come in through that personal enrollment. So in other words, customers who refer customers who refer customers. And we have the ability to earn between 20 and 30% on every commissionable dollar generated by that database. As you start, obviously, you've got a brand new business. Once you've got 10 VIP members or more, your earnings go from 20 to 25. Once you have 20 VIP customers or more, it goes to 30%. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and it's a handsome way to build a nice little income just from personal customers. This is an example of what I just described. And again, it's an example. It's not a guarantee or anything along those lines, but I want you to have a snapshot of what this represents. And what this says, over time, you have 100 customers. 80 of them are free, 20 of them are VIP customers. What Dubli knows is the basic customer, the free customer, earns roughly $150 cash back. That's based on historical data. As we move forwards, especially with all the new products and services Dubli is offering, that number is going to change dramatically. But if you do the math on it, 80 times 150, their commission on that will be 30%. That's $3,600. The VIPs, it's 20, the same $150 for free, times their 30% is $900. But they also earn 20% on the VIP membership. So they pick up an additional $396. So their income on a residual basis is going to be $4,896. Not bad for a nice small residual income based on these numbers. Now you can make the numbers, you can do your own ideas on what you think you can do over time. 100 customers, 500 customers, whatever it is, 50-50 in terms of VIP and free. Again, designed just to give you a snapshot. Now I want to talk a little bit about how we move through our ranks and our promotions in our business, because it's going to impact the rest of the financial side that I'm going to show you. If somebody makes the decision to enter as what we call a team member for $495, they're given the title of team member, TM. That's what this stands for. By the way, here's the list of titles as I go through so you can see how they move through the ranks. Once an individual helps enroll personally 3 people who also become team members at $495, they'll get a promotion to the next position, which is called team leader. And that's what TL stands for. Duplicate the effort one more time. In other words, help the 3 team members enroll their 3 so that they become team leaders. And now you have 3 team leaders you personally enrolled. You get a promotion to team coordinator. And that's what TC stands for. Let's duplicate it one more time. So now you're going to help the 9 new team members enroll their 3 so that they become team leaders. The people who enroll them become team coordinators. Your people you enroll become, or I should say team leaders. The people you enroll become team coordinators, and you become what we call a sales director, and that's what SD stands for. Now, if you were to graph this out in a perfect world, which, by the way, we don't live in, you enroll 3, that 3 enrolls 3 for 9, the 9 enroll their 3 for 27, that's a total of 39 people. 39 people, over time, you could become a sales director. Most sales directors, when they get there, will have between 50 and 300 people just through the nature of the way the business grows. The top 2 positions in our business are called vice president and senior vice president. This is where the structure changes a little bit because they're the top positions in our business. You need to have at least 5 sales teams. Someplace in each sales team needs to be a sales director. You do not have to personally enroll them. And you get promoted to vice president. Senior vice president, same basic structure. A minimum of 5 sales teams. Someplace in each sales team needs to be a vice president, and you get your promotion to senior vice president. Graphed out, it's very simple, but it's a business like any other business. It takes hard work, dedication, perseverance. So now that we understand a little bit about that, and again, if you're making notes, just write down. Great ability to start making some good money very quickly. Now here's the second piece. This is what we call our fast start bonus. Now, in our business, we have what is called commissionable sales volume, CSV. If somebody comes in at the team member package for $495, the commissionable sales volume is $450. If somebody comes in at the $2,475 as a PPA, the commissionable sales volume is $2,250. So if you personally enrolled them, if they came in as a team member, 10% of $450 is $45. That's what you earn off the top. If they came in with a $2,475 package, it's $225 or $2,250 for the commissionable sales volume. 10%, you earn $225. So if you're making notes, just write down there's 10% right off the top by the company, paid out immediately. Now, the other thing that happens is this. You can sponsor 5, 10, 15, 20 people, as many as you want. But for the sake of your fast start bonus, the company is going to funnel all of those people into basically two teams. One will be on the right, one will be on the left, and you can determine where you want people to go, and whoever enrolls you is going to help you with this. And the full commissionable sales volume goes into the creation of what we call a team cycle bonus. Again, just write down an additional 10%. So now you get 10% personal, if you personally enroll them. Here's another 10% on what we call your cycle bonus. So that's 20% the company's paying out off the top. And then what the company says is we want to financially reward people who persevere, who build a business. So they're going to give you a 10% matching bonus on all the people you personally enrolled, their cycle check. So if you've got somebody whose cycle check is $500, 10% is $50. If it's $1,000, 10% is $100. Whether it's 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, that's up to you. And then as you build your business and you rank advance, going from team member to team leader to team coordinator, as I just showed you, the company will also pay a matching bonus based on generations, not levels, on generations. Just again, on notes for this, just put down, this could be some very, very handsome income. And so it starts at the team leader level. If you build your business, you're going to have some matching team leaders in terms of rank. You're going to get a 10% generation bonus on them and their entire organization. Team coordinator picks up 2 generations. Both of them are 10s, by the way. Sales directors pick up 3 generations. First 2 are 10 and the third one is 5. Vice presidents, senior vice presidents will pick up 4 generations. First 2 are 10s, last 2 are 5s. So again, the company rewards people for performance, and that's the way in business it should be. This again is just a representation of what I took you through in terms of how we rank advance. Now the residual income, this is the income that we're all building to as we're earning our quicker money up front in the fast start, is based on your rank. Now what Dubli has done is they've assigned 5% to all of the ranks on the residual income as well. Team members have 5%, team leaders have an additional 5 for a total of 10. Team coordinators pick up 5% for an aggregate total of 15. Sales directors 5 for aggregate total of 20. Vice presidents 5 for 25. Senior vice presidents 2.5 for 27.5%. So the company's paying out an additional 27.5% on the residual income side of the business. The compensation plan works this way. It's a differential. So it means if you're a sales director and your aggregate total cumulative is 20%, and one of your sales teams has a team coordinator heading it up who's entitled to 15%, the difference between the two is 5%. So you earn 5% on that entire organization on every commissionable dollar generated by all of their customers in that entire organization. If you're a sales director entitled to 20, one of the teams is set up by a team leader, they're entitled to 10, the difference is 10%. So you kind of get an idea on the differential. And that's one of the reasons why the residual income can be so incredible if you build a very nice business. And it'd be whatever you want it to be. Now also, the company recognizes the fact that as you build your business, you will also have equal rank people. And so starting at the team coordinator level, if you've got a team coordinator in your business, you'll earn a 2% generation override on that entire organization of team coordinator. Sales directors pick up 2 generations, 2 and 1. Vice presidents pick up 3 generations, 2 and 2 and 1. Senior vice presidents pick up 2 generations, 1.5 and 1. Now, here's the thing, folks. This is designed to give you an overview on our business financially as well. Just understand, we don't take percentages to the bank, so don't let the percentages fool you. We take dollars and cents to the bank. And when you've got an organization creating literally millions of transactions, you're talking about an incredible revenue stream that's unprecedented in sales. Let me give you an example. This basically said you have a small business of only 100 business associates. You pick the time frame. It also says you've only got 30 customers, just 30. 20 are free, 10 are VIPs. So here's the same math when you multiply it out, 100 BAs, 20 are free. There's 2,000 free customers, 1,000 VIPs. Here's the same $99 we talked about on the VIP membership. Here's the math extension in terms of earnings, and it's on an average of only 10%. Here's the same $150 free cash back to a customer. Here's the math extension on that as well, and here's the total. So in an organization of only 100 business associates that only have 30 customers, 20 are free, 10 are VIPs, you earn a little bit under $55,000 residual income every single year, $54,900. Folks, that puts you in the top 5% of the money earners in our country. Residual. Now, if you build your business over time, and let's say you got 1,000 business associates in your organization, you're talking about only $500,000 with only 30 customers. And we know we want all of our people to have a significant number of customers. And Dubli is going to also make sure that you've got all the marketing materials for both online, offline marketing, top quality that makes it simple and easy for you. They're going to make sure that they have an academy in place to teach you how to run a business, run your Dubli business, and have the education that you need for your success. And on top of that, there already is some incredible media going on about Dubli, what's happening with Dubli, that as all of this gets more and more out in the public, makes the telling of the story about all of us so much simpler and easy. And the last thing I want to mention is that partner program I mentioned early on. It's the BSP rewards, where the PPA package is used to acquire this side of the business. And again, it's for profit or nonprofit companies. Their logo goes where Dubli's logo went in the presentation I just showed you. It doesn't matter if it's a school, a church, some kind of a charity, and they earn a 30% revenue stream on their database and referred database by bringing them value. Here's a small example of what I just said. This is a partner with 10,000 customers. Now, many of the profit companies and even nonprofits out there have hundreds of thousands, millions in their database. This says 10,000 customers. 80% of them are going to be free. 20% of them will select the VIP. So here's the breakdown: 8,000 free, 2,000 VIPs. Here's the same $99 VIP membership fee. Here's the math extension on that earnings. Here's the same $150 we've been talking about for the free basic customers. Here's the math extension on that, and here's the totals. So it says this partner will earn a little over $500,000 annually residual income through this portion of their business model by bringing value to their customers. And the business associate that was authorized to be able to enroll this partner, the minimum earnings that they would earn is 10%, and they earn almost $170,000 on the same value, same dollars. It's $169,800. So how you get started is really up to you. It's not for us to tell you. You make the decision. Do you want a regional business, national business, international business? Do you want to build your business slowly, fast? You select the package that best fits you and your particular plan. Team member package, PPA package, it's your decision. Let me recap this in this fashion. I have an advantage in that before I ever got involved in this particular type of business, I was educated and trained in the retail world. I had a senior management position with a regional retail chain that was a precursor to Walmart. In those days, Walmart was out in the rural areas. They weren't in the big cities. They moved into the big cities and became the massive giant that we are today. Now, I've read the books, and I'm sure many of you have probably done the same thing, the books on Sam Walton and on Walmart, on how they changed the dynamics of the shopping for the people in the country. Well, it's my opinion. I believe there will be books, again, written, but on Dubli, and on how Dubli changed the dynamics of the public globally in a manner that most people never thought would even be possible. So this is not only about an incredible opportunity for you and your family and for you to have a chance to change your family's lives, but it's about an opportunity to be part of history in the making. That's why for me, I say it as a privilege. It's a pleasure to share with you the Dubli story. I want to thank you for your time. Please get back to who invited you on the presentation. If you've got questions, let them get you the information that you need so that you have those questions answered. But I would counsel you in that do not let this get by you. There's a saying that in life, maybe once or twice you have one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. I don't know for you if this is the first or the last, but don't let it go by without you doing what you need to do to get all the research done. Have a great night. Thank you all very, very much.